The International Court of Justice, which also sits in The Hague, has been a focus of anti-Israel activity for some time. Those in the audience may recall the 2004 Wall Opinion, the so-called Wall Opinion, which addressed the construction of Israel's security barrier. This was a barrier that was built to stem the tide of suicide bombings that Israel was experiencing in the years before construction began. It is a measure, a defensive measure, that by all accounts has been 100% successful, in that the buses and markets and discotheques and pizzerias that were the target of these terrorists exploding themselves were spared those consequences as a result of its construction. Nonetheless, the reasons for the walls or the security barrier or the fence, the reasons for its construction were conspicuously absent from the determinations of the court in relation to that advisory opinion. And that occasioned much criticism, in fact, including in the Israeli Supreme Court, a judgment in particular by Aaron Barak, where he compared the approach taken by the International Court of Justice in that non-binding advisory opinion and contrasted it with the approach taken by the Israeli Supreme Court, sitting as the High Court of Justice, which also dealt with petitions and complaints in relation to the security barrier and the route that was taken. And on a meter-by-meter basis, assessed and balanced the security needs against the rights of the individuals that claimed to be impacted by the route that was proposed. And that was a court that did take into account the real reasons behind the construction of that barrier.